What is up, guys? It's your boy Bryce Smooth, aka Bryce Ruff on Albus today. And today I'm really happy because I'm going to be comparing NBA Live 14 to NBA 2K14, what we know already compared to what we speculate and what we think will be. So, to start it off, I know you guys remember the old NBA Live to where when you used to shoot the basketball, it looked like you were playing a NBA Jam game from like Nintendo 64. And that's just something that we don't want to see. I mean, NBA Live used to have limited animations on shooting. Like, if you were going to make the shot, it was a rainbow, and you knew that it was a rainbow. If you were going to miss it, it was a line drive shot, and it was either a hit or miss, one or the other. So, hopefully, they can work on changing that because I know a lot of players, and even myself, I would love to see more animations, and that's what made 2K such a better game than Live because the animations were such improved, and it was just a revolutionized game that we had not seen yet. Another thing that we want to see is from Live. They have something called bounce tech, and this can be huge because it can make or break Live when you talk on a sense of playing defense. In 2K, it's hard for the guards to make plays and steal the ball from other guards. I mean, it's near impossible unless you have like a Chris Paul or a Rondo and you're taking it from like a big man or a guard that has no ball security. So, if that feature is supposed to be able to, like, let's say you hit the ball or you get a hand on the ball, it will show that they actually got a hand on the ball, and the point guard that has the ball will start losing the ball. So that'll be pretty awesome if they're able to get that all sorted out. Another feature that NBA Live 14 is going to add is called Court Tech, and what Court Tech will do, it's basically like a feature of signature skills, and but only it's like each player's signature skills. Like, I'm gonna, like, for instance, if you were to play with Hakeem and his dream shake, you can use that for example. Tony Parker's ability to go around a defender and hit Tony Parker's signature floater in the paint over a big man, or even Dirk's spin, fade away one leg jump shots, which always seem to find their way into the bottom of the net. So that's going to be pretty awesome as well. I'm looking forward to all of that, but I don't know why I'm beating around the bush. The main reason why people are looking forward to NBA Live is because of the success in other EA Sports games with Ultimate Team. And it's not that 2K had a bad Ultimate Team, or wow, it was called My Team last year, but to me there was a lot of things that they can improve on as well, like adding an auction house to it, to 2K, instead of having it to where you can actually buy superstar players, make them pullable in packs. I mean, no one wants to just buy superstar players because that's too cliche. I mean, also you having to sell legends for 500 VP. To me, that's not a good look because Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson are worth way more than 500 VP. A Larry Bird only worth 500 VP. That makes no sense. So they have some steps that they have to make forward on their games as well. But they made a huge step in adding My Team last year. And everyone expects Live's Ultimate Team to be grade A because if you look at other games and from EA Sports' Ultimate Team, you have MUT, which is Madden Ultimate Team, FUT, which is FIFA Ultimate Team, which is probably the most popular. I know millions of people play FIFA Ultimate Team, and they make so much money off of it. That's why I feel like 2K should add in a feature where instead of you get players as you increase up the seeds. You should get VP because you could use, if they had an auction house, they could probably make millions alone off of VP. The dedicated 2K players will buy VP. I mean, I will probably buy VP if I'm playing My Team again next season or on the next generation game. Also, I hope 2K can add the feature of actually being able to block shots. I mean, it's kind of annoying when you're playing teams and you got players like Russell Westbrook and LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Andre Iguodala who can just dunk over big men like it's nothing. Big men are called big men for a reason. I mean, they get dunked on sometimes, but every time someone drives into the middle, it's a dunk. Come on, you can't even block a dunk in the game. That's the most ridiculous cheese I've ever seen. The only chance you have against a dunk is if they just miss it. I mean, I've seen multiple times when I'm playing online, the guys run a pick and roll with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin or DeAndre Jordan, and he just goes up over two defenders, not even in the circle. Not even in the circle. They can just be in the paint, and he'll just go up over two defenders like it's nothing and get that block shot, which is oftentimes annoying because players can just alley-oop cheese all game long. And like I said, the only hope you have is if they miss a dunk. And what's the chances of missing a dunk every time? Slim to none. I mean, I believe alley-oop should play a role, but they shouldn't be to where they are now, which is superly overpowered. Another thing that I want to look forward to is these two young teams that you see going against each other. Right now, I am playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers against the New Orleans Pelicans, which used to be the New Orleans Hornets. So, first thing I'm gonna get into is their rosters. The roster changes that have been made on both teams are pretty big when you look at the players that they had last year and who they're bringing back. First, I'm gonna get with the hometown or a home team, the Cavaliers. The first thing I'm gonna say about the Cavaliers is you have an all-star point guard in Kyrie Irving who will probably win an MVP award within the next 7 seasons, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm calling that out. I know 7 is a lot, but if he can stay healthy, he will get an MVP award. He's already shown that he can be a promising young player and an all-star. So, Kyrie Irving, keep doing your thing. You have Dion Waiters. He's kind of unproven, but he can score the rock if need be. And to go up, you pick your number one overall pick, shocks the world. I mean, you get Anthony Bennett, amazing player at UNLV. Came out after his freshman season. He can play. He's a small forward by nature, but he can even play power forward. He has the size and the rebounding ability. And when it comes to power forward and center, they are pretty much stacked. I mean, before Ray Giles' injury last year, he was dropping big numbers of in the rebounding and scoring columns, 20 and 10, 15 and 10, 15 and 15. I saw those type of games from him. To go along with Tyler Zeller, who's 7 foot, he can knock down a mid-range jump shot. I haven't even said anything about another number one overall pick. Well, not number one overall, but a number one first round pick that they picked up a few years back, Tristan Thompson. And to go along with newly acquired Andrew Bynum, who's going to be healthy for the first time in who knows how many seasons. I mean, they can really cause a lot of noise in the East. And I don't see them getting top 5, but anything 6 to 8 seed, they might be able to push for a spot like that. And that'll be Cleveland's first time making a playoff since losing LeBron James. And he's thought of to even come back to Cleveland and once he becomes a free agent. I don't know how true that is, but people believe it, so more power to him. And let's switch gears now and go over to the New Orleans Pelicans. They changed their names. The reason why they did that is because they wanted to give the Charlotte Bobcats their name back. So I think the Charlotte Bobcats are now the new Charlotte Hornets. So they're going to be a switcheroo there to go along with now the New Orleans Pelicans, as I was saying. They get Nerlens Noel for about 15 minutes. Everyone in the NBA thought that was going to be the future power forward and center tandem of the NBA. I mean, all the size in the world and athletic ability both come from Kentucky. Should have decent chemistry. But they switch gears, which was pretty smart. They trade Nerlens Noel and another first-round pick and pick up another all-star guard in Drew Holiday, who was averaging big numbers last year. I mean, Drew Holiday was an amazing player. I remember watching him in high school for a little bit of time, and he was just outstanding. But they pick up Drew Holiday to go along, and now I guess they're not sold on Austin Rivers because they had him a few years ago. Well, they drafted him last year, and he really didn't pan out to where they expected him to. Gravis Vasquez took his starting job, so power to Gravis Vasquez even though you see him on this game, he's not on the team in real life. So he plays for Sacramento, and I was going to get to that small forward position. They picked up Tyreke Evans, who's 6'7", athletic, and has all the ability in the world. So they have a pretty good backcourt with Eric Gordon and Drew Holiday to go along with the front court that can really cause noise. They still have Ryan Anderson, and I don't know about pushing for the 7th or 6th seed, but they can stay within the top 5, within 5 games of the 8th seed, which is pretty good, especially when you look at both of these teams who won mid-20 games last season. So we get to this end of this video, and the last thing I want to put into it is if NBA Live plans to stick with 2K, they need to add 2K Share. And I guess you call NBA, we'll call it Live Share, because I was able to get the new rookie draft class, as you see me playing with Anthony Bennett out here, because of 2K Share. So if they're going to be successful, even though I do end up losing this game, they need to get 2K Share. Or like I said, Live Share, because that'll be an amazing feature. I had the lead early against the Pelicans, but that Hall of Fame cheese is just too much to overcome. They start blocking shots. They won't miss shots on Hall of Fame. It's amazing the way the computer can turn it on and off on Hall of Fame. It's like look at that steal. we just bad animations for us. And they just go all the way, and the game is broken pretty much open here. We're kind of in sorts trying to find open people, and look, the computer's just blocking shots. And I talked about blocks earlier, but like I said, those were dunk blocks. These are just regular soft blocks. So yeah, it was a fun game, even though we did lose to the computer. They just it's just clinical. I'm gonna leave it at that. And look forward to watching these young teams. And I hope you guys enjoy this comparison of NBA Live and NBA 2K in the next generation. So if you did enjoy this, comment, like, subscribe, show your boy some love, and keep it going, guys. Peace out.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
Shots, Hornets get the win here.